What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. The book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon Kindle Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Slowing Down Aging is the title for this one. A lot of times people don't really want to talk about this, but you know, everybody's going to get older, but everybody doesn't age the same. And there are things that you can do to still keep a youthful appearance. Things I've learned over time, very simple things. Um, of course, certain things is diet and exercise. One of the things I learned, I'm in my late 30s. One of the things I've learned for sure is you gotta stay away from beef and pork. Um, it's not, you can't eat that on a regular basis. You can't, because it stays in your system too long. It becomes toxic. Some people like to do it, they like the taste of it, I understand that, but I really, if you're gonna eat meat, eat things that are more natural to you. Seafood's more natural to you. Um, Fowl, I mean, even though chicken don't fly, but chicken, turkey, that's more natural to you. It's a meat that's less processed, is what I'm saying. You know, because your body can get it in and out faster and process what's in it. Because really, you're not really supposed to be eating dead flesh, anyways. But you have to reduce the amount that you eat. It's understandable that you may eat meat because that's why you have to cook it. Normally you should put things in your body that you don't have to, that you can eat raw, that you don't have to cook. But that's just one of the things. As far as drinking is concerned, you got to drink more water. Well, here's the thing: the more beef or pork you eat, the more bloated your body is going to become, and that's part of the reason why people have these big bellies is because of beef and pork and sugar, sweets, that type of stuff. Because the sugar messes with your kidneys and how you process, how you break down water. That's why a lot of people having issues, and that's why I say drink more water because the body is made up of mostly water. So the most natural thing to keep it functioning properly is water. You know, um, the more water you take in, well, don't do too much because just the 8 ounce glasses a day, that type of thing. Drink more water. It'll help you. It's working you from the inside out. Sorry. So from the inside out, you cleansing your inside and it's gonna come on the outside. It slows down aging. Now, what I mean by that is when you eat good and you drink good, healthy, and even if you don't like water, you got to drink water, but don't drink soda. Find a if fruit juice is too much sugar. Find a tea. You know, and, and what I mean fruit juice, I don't mean grape juice. I mean grape drink. That type of stuff. You might not need. You shouldn't be drinking Hawaiian punch and you know those type of drinks that just full of corn syrup. That's not a good idea. Same thing with alcohol and smoking. You can tell the effects of alcohol and smoking because for some odd reason, um, the more bad foods you eat, the more alcohol or smoke you consume. You can tell because your skin dries out. You know, you look like you don't sweat. You look like you don't. Um, your body reeks like anybody who works out to tell you. You can tell a person who if a person goes out drinking the night before and they work out the next day. When they start sweating, they start smelling like the alcohol they drunk. You know, smokers just smell like smoke. People who sometimes food you eat. If you eat garlic, you might sweat like garlic. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you take into your body when you start working out is gonna start coming out. The problem is if you're eating bad and drinking bad and you're not exercising, all of that still stays in your body and it actually um, makes you more toxic than you need to be. You never release any of that stuff, so it becomes detrimental to your health and you start aging fast. Why do you think you see young people be like, damn, you've been living bad? Life is look like you've been living a hard life. That's because of drinking and smoking and eating bad. You know, um, we got to get to the exercise part. You have to work out in some, I don't care which way, some capacity. You have to break a sweat. You have to do some cardio. You have to do some resistance training because as you get older, um, the, for some it's gonna be harder to put on muscle. So you're gonna have to lift to keep the muscle you got or to put on more, and you're gonna have to lift heavier. Sometimes you're gonna have to lift more reps. You're gonna have to put in more work. But the more muscle you put on, the younger your appearance is because you're still staying active to the point where you're um, you're producing. And I'm not even gonna lie, size sometimes have a lot to do with it. Like I noticed this that smaller people seem to age better. Like smaller people seem to age slower than bigger people, but at the same time, um, people very muscular like bodybuilders age slowly, even when they're big. Boxers age very slowly because their strenuous training. Like if they still continue to train, that the cardio and high intensity training keeps them having a youthful appearance. Um, but that's just what I see. Now the other thing that seems to skip people is spirit. You have to create a peaceful life. The more peaceful your life is, the less stress you're going to be able to, the less stress you deal with, because we're all going to deal with stress, but the less that weighs you down and the happier you are, and you know, the younger you'll be. You need to have a youthful spirit, a youthful heart, because if you see this, a lot of stressed out people age fast. For some odd reason, stress makes you sick. It just does. You see people who are stressed out all the time, who are angry all the time. If you get so angry, it messes up your eyesight. Obviously, it's a bad thing to be angry or stressed out. Obviously, if you're not if you're not gonna put that anger to use, as in like some type of workout, then or in some form of creativity, you're actually just wasting it, and you're gonna age. Um, Also, that's why it's nothing wrong with spirituality. I'm not a religious person, but if you get right with God, it'll help you in your aging process. Um, Another thing that keeps youthful appearances is watch your sex life. I know that sounds weird, but sometimes you shouldn't be careful with having reckless sex because what's going to wind up happening is um, you're going to put yourself in a position where you age bad because you're giving away too much of yourself to too many people. I think that's probably more so towards women than guys because we're built to give, you're built to receive. Because when you take on too much, it becomes toxic, or you take on certain energies that become toxic. But guys are the same way. Like, you know, the same thing with you know, say STDs. You become reckless. It's gonna affect your health and how you age. It just is what it is. I've noticed, and one of the other things that I got to talk about before I go is mindset. Um, a lot of people age because they feel that they're grown. I'm grown, I'm old, I hit this number, so I ain't got to do this and I ain't got to do that. A lot of y'all age fast because your mind aged to the point where you made yourself uh, sit down. A body that is in motion stays in motion. A lot of y'all figure, I'm working with my mind. I'm not doing nothing. Oh, I'm I'm 30, so I'm so grown I ain't gotta do nothing. Oh, I'm 40, I ain't gotta do nothing. I'm 50, I just sit back and relax. That sit back and relax gonna age you and it's gonna kill you. Just being real with you. You know what I'm saying? That's actually how older people wind up dying because they get older and they say they gotta do less and less, 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 and then if you're not you if you don't have any energy, you die. I mean, you flat out die. So um, that's all. I'm gonna be out of here. Peace.